Hello friends, I am Chevy. Welcome to my shed. How are you doing today? How's things where you are? I hope they're doing well. I hope everything is good. Everything here is okay-ish. If it's not obvious by my... I stayed home today. I didn't go to work. I just... Man. I was just done. And last night I was just so exhausted and so done. I was just like, I can't. I have to take a day. I have to figure, I have to... Yeah, so mentally, I feel better today. I don't feel nearly as foggy, nearly as confused as I felt all week. What I was saying yesterday, during yesterday's video, I talked about, I've been tackling this very large, well, not very large, it's actually very small, but this difficult programming problem this week that I just could not get it to work. Just struggles. And I talked about whether the problem that I was having with that was causing my mood or vice versa. And I think that my mood was definitely, or not my mood, but my body was definitely more of a factor in my inability to solve the programming problem than the other way around. So I just couldn't get my head around this problem, and that it might have compounded it. It might have, mentally I was exhausted for I don't know why, I'm confused, and I don't know why, and that caused this problem to even be even more compounded, and then that in turn made me internalize that and think about that. It's a cycle. So now that that's behind me, I feel better today, but I'm still exhausted, and I don't know why, and I'm just tired, and my appetite's a little weird, and everything's been just a little weird for the past week. So hopefully, though, I feel like today I'm on the back end of it, so hopefully I'll be better this weekend, because I really need to get stuff done. I've been exhausted all week for no reason. I haven't done anything. These drawers, they're still sitting here. They still need to get the edge banding put on them. They still need to get installed into the cabinets. I still need to make the top and the drawer fronts, and then I got a massive amount of footage to edit for that project. So, I got a lot to do, and not a lot has gotten done because I've just been tired. So I took the day off. I slept in, which is like 6:30 for me. I just woke up at 6:30. And I'm just taking a day because I just, maybe I'm getting over myself. There's a I think anybody who does software development for a living can tell you that imposter syndrome is very common in this field. When you go online and you look at lectures and other programmers, they all seem to know everything about everything, and they know exactly what they're talking about, and they will tell you how wrong you are. And arrogance is a very big part of that. And it can cause a lot of people to feel like maybe I'm not a programmer, maybe I don't know what I'm doing. When in reality, the actual people who write code in the real world are making it up as they go along, just like everybody else. And you can spout off how perfect your program would be if you did it this way all you want, but until you've actually worked on software that people are using, there's a lot of trade-off in usability versus readability, or just getting something done versus spinning your heels because it's not the correct way. So this week, though, in particular, I felt defeated for the first time. I would say that a lot of my job can be done by anybody who knows how to use Google, because most programming problems that you're going to encounter are not necessarily how to make something work, it's how to make it work in your particular environment. So whether you're using PHP or JavaScript or some other language, trying to figure out how to make whatever it is that you want to do happen in that requires research. And so most of my job is research and then just typing out what I've learned. And I just could not get this problem wrapped up in my head. I just couldn't fix it until yesterday, and I got it fixed. And I just was done. I was just defeated. So I took the day, and I worked on it today. I worked on the code a little bit, It still has one little problem that I'm trying to suss out. It works, but it's not correct yet, not 100%. So I'm trying to figure that out, but I'll get around to that next week or something, because right now I'm just going to relax as I have done today and let myself feel better. I feel better than I did yesterday, so that's good, but I'm still exhausted. I just am not as mentally exhausted as I was, so hopefully that means good things for the weekend. But I'm going to leave it at that. So thank you for being here, as always. Thank you for liking, commenting, subscribing, being amazing friends, being wonderful people. I really appreciate you hanging in there with me this week, because weeks like these are the weeks that I feel like I'm at my worst. I appreciate you, and I'll see you on Monday.
Hey, Doc, wait! I want to ask you something.
Taser in fact comes from popsci.com. Is espresso stronger than regular coffee? It is an extremely intense way to experience coffee and is unlike drip in that you're consuming it over a short period of time in a small volume. It is stronger than coffee by volume, but a shot of espresso has much less caffeine than a small 8-ounce cup of coffee.